Hello, class. Today I'll be taking the negative side on the debate of if will China overtake the United States as the world's most dominant nation. My name is David Rosales. I would like to thank my opponent Lucy Ho. I would like to thank my classmates and who are watching this video. I also like to thank the judges and Professor Arson. So let's get it started. China will not be the world's most dominant nation. My opponent's definitions are overtake and most dominant. While both her definitions are correct, my opponent doesn't have a certain criteria for her argument. She claims that China will overtake the United States as the most dominant nation in the world. I'm here to prove you guys otherwise. I believe China will not overtake the United States as the most powerful nation in the world. After World War I, the United States was the most dominant nation in the world. To this day, the United States has kept that same position. The US dollar is currently the world's leading currency. Here are some facts about what the United States has established since being the world's most dominant nation in the world. First, the United States built the current rule-based international system by providing security and, most important, important geopolitic regions, constructing internationalism, institutions, and promoting free markets and democratic politics. Within its sphere of influence, second, it welcomed into the club any country that played by the rules, even former advisories like Germany and Japan. And third, the U.S. worked with its allies to defend the system from those countries or groups that would challenge it, including competitors such as Russia and China. Rogue states such as Iran and North Korea and terrorist networks. This was from Matthew Croing in the article The Atlantic. My opponent claims that China's public safety is far superior against the United States, that they put their people's well-being number one. Because of recent events, my opponent has become a prisoner of the moment. Yes, the United States number in cases are higher compared to China's due to the whole COVID-19 pandemic, but we have to go back in history and look at how China and the US both handled their populations and public safety. China in this new century passed the one-kid law, meaning people in China can only have one kid per family due to its oversized population. Here are some other facts that have happened in Chinese history. In 1931, there was a civil war between China. Fighting between the Red Army and the Nationalist Party escalated into an 18-year conflict. In 1995, China tests missiles and holds military exercises in Taiwan Strait, apparently to intimidate Taiwan during its presidential election. In 1999, NATO bombs the Chinese embassies in Belgrade, Yugoslavia, souring Sino-US relations. In 2003 is when China has the SARS virus outbreak. March through April, China and Hong Kong are hit by a pneumonia-like SARS virus. Though to have originated in Guangdong province in November 2002, strict quarantine measures are enforced to stop the disease from spreading. This did not really happen. You didn't hear about the United States contracting the SARS disease. It was mostly in China. Yes, China is a developing country with 1.2 billion people living there. However, though recent decades, China has proven that the country has had its fair shares of mishaps. My opponent's second claim is that China's economy is far superior to the United States. I'm here to say it's not superior to the U.S., of course. The U.S. political system certainly has its problems, but democracy is the best machine ever invented. For generating enormous powers, wealth, and prestige on the international stage, here are some facts about China's economy. While communist China has barely adapted to what the United States has been doing for decades, the U.S. is far superior. For example, in November 2001, China joins the World Trade Organization. In 2003, China barely launches into space. In 2006, of August, official news agency says 18 million people are affected by what is described as the country's world's worst drought in 50 years. This all happened in China in the past 2 decades. After all this information and facts I have given, many of you and the judges would agree with me and say that China will not surpass the United States as the most dominant nation in the world. Since the ending of World War II, the United States has been the leader in the government and economic stature. Our greatest asset is that we are a democracy and people have the rights that many other countries don't have. Yes, this current pandemic is making the United States look a bit confused right now. But you can't judge the country based on what has happened in a 1 year mishap. Everybody has their slip ups and their falls, even the most powerfulest nation in the world. But I believe that the United States will remain the most dominant nation in the world.